Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, it's been a while since I did a video, so figured I'll get a video out going about a current new deck. Now, I wasn't the proprietor of this deck. I give all props and thanks to Anonymous Joker for coming up with this shell. I definitely had an idea utilizing some of these cards, specifically using with the Queen of Hearts. It was just trying to figure out, I just didn't have I couldn't connect the dots precisely to get a current good build of it. But now we have a version of this that I believe is very good, very strong in the current version of this playtest. So we've had a few updates already that have done some notable changes. So for instance, let me see if I can try to run through a few of the cards here specifically. So what was changed? Stroke of Midnight now is a 1 cost instead of being a 2 cost. The Basilisk, which I think was honestly really not good, being a high cost card for literally only being Death Touch, especially having low stats. So now they've made it a 2-drop 1/2 with Death Touch. They've removed a portion of Banshee's overpowered status because of the 3 little pigs. So now it only gives power on death. The same thing applies to Piglets, which was giving +1/+1 to allies in this location. Now Piglet only gives power to the allies in location. So a few notable nerfs there. What else was slightly changed? Try to see if I can scroll through swiftly. Humpty got a buff. He's now got an extra point of power, giving you a random card for still being a 3-drop. A few move cards got changed to being cheaper. Pegasus was one of them. I'm glad some of these move cards got their costs reduced because they just really weren't. It was awkward playing some of these cards. Kanga also got dropped and her stats got changed. I think it's better. A lot better, definitely. Just lets you play these cards easier. Dracula, and specifically it's the Brides of Dracula, they're now a 2-drop for 2/2. So it is your turn 1 play, give or take. I still technically think when it comes to the discard engine, especially trying to run Dracula, because I tried to no success. There were some games that worked out, but I think there's still some stuff missing in this playtest to get a discard engine working, to get Dracula running. It's not perfect. It's not there. There's just still more cards that are missing. And I'll still say with move, I'm actually looking at trying to do another build on move. I know Joker's also looking to do it as well. I just personally think it's still a bit clunky to get Dracula kind of going. You kind of want to be aggressive with it. You want to get those high statted powers. You want to get discards going. I still think it's just a little clunky. I could definitely be totally wrong, but I think it's still missing an engine to make Dracula pretty good. Huntsman was a 6. He was a 4. They moved him up to 6. They brought him back to 4. So notably no real change on Huntsman. Mulan and Queen of Hearts got some really nice change. So Mulan now has double attack. No longer, she still does her main ability, but now she can attack twice, which is a pretty awesome buff. And Queen of Hearts got a really nice buff as well, which she now has First Strike, and her cost got reduced. She's now a 4-drop. So honestly, these two getting these little bit of extra stats on them or abilities just makes them that much more viable to play in general. Like, you just get more value out of them in general. Van Helsing's tools specifically, it was the Silver Bullet is now doing 1 damage, and as you can see, they're all 0 cost. So his spells now are all free, but this was the one that got changed. It's no longer a bullseye. It's now just going to deal 1 damage. What else was a decent change here? Genie, Broomstick, Green Knight. I think everything else is kind of started the same over here. Bandersnatch, I think, lost a point of power and toughness. Fair. And the 3 Little Pigs Legendary lost a point of power from being 4/4s to 3/3s. So that also got changed. I definitely know the Forbidden Knowledge card I think it was just so uniquely specific about its aspect of like you had to have specific cards in the zones in order to board wipe. It is now just a pure board wipe card. So that's just pretty much it. Those were the notable changes, I would say, specifically. Everything else is pretty much left untouched. I think, oh yeah, Emotep lost a point of power, a point of toughness, sorry. So it used to be 2-3, now it's a 2-2. So notably, there were some really good changes. Certain engines, I think, are running a little bit better. Personally, some specific engines for some of these legendary decks definitely are still kind of lacking extra tools to really help them flourish. I would say definitely right now, what you'll see majority of the time is you'll see decks that will primarily compromise with Milan, Queen of Hearts, Van Helsing, and probably Merlin. You'll see Robin Hoods. You'll probably still see Pigs, and you'll see Legion. I would say these three down here, these three up here, and Merlin are probably the most used cards throughout this entire playtest until we get to October when we get the proper next update, and then they'll introduce more cards. Occasionally might even see King Arthur, but I feel like these are the top ones that are going to be used. Your weakest ones, yeah, it's going to be Dracula and Wicked Stepmother. Sadly, I like the idea of the discard engine. I just feel like it's just missing tools. It's just not in a position where it can go fast. It can if you play right, and I definitely wasn't playing right in my stream. So that's on me. I was just not piloting it correctly. So I'll have to come back and really think about how to get a proper idea of it going. But I think in this playtest build at least, it's not there. What is, because Mulan, Queen of Hearts, Van Helsing, Merlin, Robin Hood, Three Little Pigs, and Legion of Doom, they're very flexible with a lot of cards and what they offer. So it's easy to build around these cards, which makes the build variety, a little easier in that respect. When it comes to certain other cards, not so much, because you are limited. I want to get Move working with Dorothy, so that's a work in progress. But right now, sort of that's where we're at with some of the stuff right now, with the recent updates and all that. So let's go into what this mainly is. So the big Hearty boys, as I'm calling, or the big boy deck, realistically speaking. So with this deck, absolutely nothing here synergizes with Queen of Hearts. Period. Queen of Hearts' effect is, when on-death ability happens, you repeat it. Nothing here is an on-death effect that actually synergizes with the Queen of Hearts. Technically the golden egg, but it doesn't, because when it dies, you summon a goose in its place. So you can't unless it said summon a goose in the layout. The only way this could actually really benefit is that when the golden egg dies, the goose doesn't go in the same spot. It goes into a different location. If that's the case, if that actually were to change in some way, I don't think it would ever. But then this would actually really benefit Queen of Hearts, because that means you get 2 gooses in the zone instead of 1. But that would be too OP. I think, realistically speaking, double death effects. So the main concept is that we want to use, probably I think is the best spell currently in the game, that only Queen of Hearts gives you for very good reason. Off your head, destroy an ally, summon a base copy of it at another location. I personally think this is one of the best cards. Next to Dr. Frank, who gives you a same cost spell that revives a random ally from your graveyard to the field. And it doesn't have to be random if you intentionally make sure you can discard higher power cards. Frank is flexible. So Queen of Hearts is very flexible. So what do we want to do with this? Ideally, we want to use Queen of Hearts effect on some of our big top boys here. Asan, Boogeyman. You could definitely throw it on Impundulu. And recently I've just added Paul Bunyan to this. We were trying out a couple things, and this may just be a nice little finishing cliche to it. What we're doing as well is we're utilizing Merlin's Prophecy, which I personally think this should really just be only tied to Merlin. I don't think it should be this flexible. But Merlin's Prophecy is repeat the next spell you play this round. So in a perfect ideal situation, which I was able to do in a bunch of my games, it is do nothing turn 1. Turn 2, with 3 mana, play a San. Nothing happens. Turn 4, when it's your turn to reveal, cast Merlin's Prophecy, use the off your head, and make 3 Asans on the field. So we sack 1 Basan, we get 2 in another location, it's going to trigger again thanks to Merlin's Prophecy, and we're basically going to have 2 Asans in one location, and we're going to have Asan in another location. So effectively, you give up 1 location, 2 Asans, it triggers again, it takes out 1 of the Asans, and it puts them back. So 1 location will always be empty, but you'll always have a location with 2 versions of the card, and then the other location. And you just put pressure and power through. You just, like, it is a hard beatdown. Majority of my games, once I fully understood what we were doing, I think I knew what I was doing. It was more like, what am I trying to get early? Games were ending turn 6, turn 7, give or take. Could go to turn 9 and all that stuff, but the games were ending pretty damn quickly. Notable stuff here, we have Baggy here. If we don't ever get, that perfect draw, you got a turn 1 play or Morgiana, which is also very effective here to prevent on-reveal abilities, stop Asan and Boogeyman's on-reveal triggers. And then we do the same stuff of using off with your head and duplicates. If we don't find Merlin's Prophecy, you still do it technically because you're kind of getting good power ratio across the board. Oh, as well as Boogeyman sacrificing Golden Egg. You get a good space there. Boogeyman can also just be played on Baggy here. If you're doing setup, you don't really need to put Baggy here middle most of the time. You're using this as sacrificial fodder for Boogeyman. Impundulu is giving you Lightning Strike, deal 3 damage to any character or barrier. Is very good to just keep getting access to that 2-cost spell to throw 3 damage out wherever you need it to be. If you want, you can even off with the head with Impundulu. You get multiple Thunder Strikes, which is great. Gonna try this out with Paul Bunyan, I think, because Paul Bunyan is just going to be possibly a faster version of Obliterate, because Obliterate was in a deck. Obliterate, you have to wait till turn 9. That's the issue with it, is that you have to wait till turn 9. Paul is 7-drop, so he's probably just a bit quicker and easier to get out there. We run Flying Monkey as basically not so much to move your opponents, but it is to reposition your board. So once you've clearly sort of put enough power in a board state that you're winning a location, Flying Monkey is to basically reposition one of our big boys into the new lane with him and apply pressure again. So is very good setups there. We run Bullseye obviously for that early game removal. It comes in handy. It comes in handy just to do 3 damage across the board. Mind Palace to draw cards. This is your only card draw engine. En passant, as well, is also another setup process of like that is like Flying Monkey, because it is also a 3-cost card. Move an ally to deal this damage equal to the character across from it. So we use it on our big boys to reposition once we're working this lane or we're gonna just sort of give up the lane, give or take, depending. Move our shit across, focus down a new lane. En passant, good to just take the power of these cards because they are high statted for a reason, and just remove threats and then apply pressure. And that's pretty much the core concept of how you're working this deck. You can obviously Morgiana to help set up, keep these guys from doing the on-reveal triggers, stop your opponents as well. Golden Egg, as well as Beggar here, are sacrificial fodder to the Boogeyman. And off with your head on Golden Goose isn't such a bad idea either, because it is another 5/5 creature like Asan that we could make multiple copies of, or we could en passant the Golden Goose into a new location. So I had a lot more fun working through this to figure this stuff out. is it just felt efficient. It felt fast. It's weird. Like I said, this deck has no actual synergy with Queen of Hearts. She's just, as the legendary of the deck, she's just very flexible because her spell is that good that you can build up quite a good presence on the board state. Won't lie, this was really effective because you're just utilizing good cards. And there is no the deck also just functions so many other build strategies. So we've got move in the deck. We have on death effect. We have some on reveals. We have what else we got? We use Merlin's Prophecy, some spell stuff here. It's just utilizing a lot of different archetypes into one nice little feature that just synergizes extremely well. And yeah, I'm expecting, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people are already starting to play this, so everyone knows about it. I guess it's just more to the point of fine-tuning the deck. Wherever you think you might need to, you can try something else out, see where it goes. But I think this deck is quite strong. I think probably the next best thing, I still think they're still very, very good deck, is the Three Little Pigs. I still think they're still a good deck in general. Might not be as completely, as stupidly oppressive as I'd like to think, as they used to be. They took the point of power off them from being 4/4s to 3/3s. I don't think that was the main issue. I personally, on my thought process, I think it was just the fact that they got 3 1/1s on the field. They just have that presence on the board. My opinion probably completely doesn't matter at this point now, because after playing this, I don't think it matters, to be truthfully honest. It still can be oppressive when they can start building up stuff, but when this deck gets going, yeah, it's actually quite really good, really strong. So yeah, the big Hearty boys, again, props and shout out to Anonymous Joker. Is the one that actually was able to put this puzzle piece together, because I knew I was figuring out a couple things here when I was trying to work on a Queen of Hearts deck. I just couldn't put the pieces together. He's been able to do it, because I've been trying to figure out, because I do believe, again, one of the best spells. All right, compared to every other legendary that is in the game, of what they give you, I have a soft spot for Drac as it is. Mulan probably another second great one with on reveal. She's the only one that will have reflections, which is ideal because triggering on reveals twice is very strong. Van Helsing again only has these tools, which are very universal. Wicked Stepmother giving you Death Touch, not so much. Dorothy gives you Twister, again not so much. Merlin gives you Merlin's Prophecy. That's just a universally good card in general. Adding Defense Matrix, not so much. Legion of the Dead giving you a free zombie at the beginning. This is giving you 3 pigs in the beginning of the phase. Robin Hood gives you a bullseye for free. Based just on that, I always believed that this Queen of Hearts had the best spell in this build. So yeah, I kind of stand by believing that, yeah, it's probably one of the best spells, and she's the only one that will have it, and honestly, it should stay that way because it's just that good. But this is the deck. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to put the games up. I'll try to grab as much as I can. Try not to make the video too long. But yeah, if you haven't played this deck, I'd highly recommend it. It's good. It's fun. When you get the synergies set up, and then you're able to see the board state predictions and all that, like, ooh, can I move here? Am I going to win this lane? Move here, do setups. It's fun to get all that synergy going. So yeah, I'll play those games. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll go from there. But anyway, I had a nice climb. I'll get this done. So thanks again for watching, guys. Take care, and I will see you in the next video. Do I keep the egg? I feel like I want to drop the egg. I feel like I'm only really keeping the bullseye because we just want specific cards. You think egg's fine to keep? If anything, these two have to go. There's Boogie. Monster. Fading keeps theirs. Obliterate is 8. It's cheaper. I don't have anything realistic to play, so I guess we're just drawing cards. I'm not even playing Moon, I'm playing en passant. Exactly. Because as fun and as enjoyable as I like Move, there is not enough to support it. The way things are functioning, there are cards in it that work great. You just cannot get enough support to merit the deck. Now, you discard Boogeyman, which is an issue for me. I think I just want to... I feel like I'm just going to set up Boogeyman with Golden Egg, honestly. I could just block Huck Finn, but...
I'll blow your house down.
Wolf goes to 4. Destroy the... Oh! Hello. Huh. Okay. So, anything I put here will just kill Big Bad Wolf. He goes away. We kind of get the board set up here.
Lights out.
100-acre hero.
So he's kind of forcing my hand on the right side, which is perfectly fine. So what are we doing? We're discarding Morgiana. Or I play Morgiana and I just remove this. And then maybe next turn I can... You believe right is completely gone.
Death from above. A gift from Sherwood.
Did somebody say sequel?
Okay. So we can pop Boogie and get him into some places. So we're 6 mana, which means I could move Boogie. And then off with Boogie's head.
Bear beatdown.
Lucky shot.
Obliterate is on 8.
What's going on? What's going on? What?
Can't obliterate.
Understand what's going on here?
We get base copies of cards, right? So... I'm thinking here. How do I maximize efficiency to go? You believe prophecy is gonna kill me.
I don't understand what's going on here.
Possibly. We are just looking to survive the damage.
Spin it to win it.
As long as something actually punches through, obliterate to win, which is pretty much Bagheera. But I think I'm right what I'm doing here.
Death from above.
Ah, shit. Fuck me, I'm an idiot. Fuck, I'm an idiot.
I don't understand.
Okay. I'm an idiot. You had to block all 3 lanes there. All 3 characters had to be blocked there. And I was having Impundulu set up. I forgot. Yes, it was an even cost card. That's my mistake. It's my mistake. I think this is it. Monkey doesn't really help here. What the fuck? I put you away for a reason. Alright, so Asan is here, which is good, and then I'm just going to dupe him across.
Death from above.
And then we dupe Asan, so we have 10 attacking middle lane. No blitz. Everything is cheaper by 1. Full mana. How do I do this? So I can do cross here, and that's fine. Part of me almost wants to do... No, I'm going to hang on to en passant, actually. I want to block with egg, and then I definitely want to just assign across the board state.
Bear beatdown.
So... that would guarantee middle. Yes, we could just win. What I feel like doing is just blocking this to reduce its HP down. Then I will en passant 5 damage to kill the Baloo. And then I'm going to draw some cards.
Spin it to win it. 100-acre hero.
Lucky shot. Try that again.
$25 HP. Okay, he has to respect that middle must be dealt with. Yeah, you know, that's kind of lethal though, isn't it?
Death from above.
Bear beatdown.
I'd say that's game.
A gift from Sherwood.
Did somebody say sequel?
I would like to see a Sana Boogeyman right about now, actually. Destroy, move, discard, death. Yeah. Hey, Asan! Nice to see you! We're going to destroy you on the next turn.
Death from above.
I think we're losing the Queen of Hearts in this game. Which is really unfortunate.
Spin it to win it.
Lights out.
We both lost Queen of Hearts. Okay.
Bear beatdown.
A gift from Sherwood.
Did somebody say sequel?
I reveal first, yeah? Okay, if he's gonna do what we assume he's gonna do on Boogie, then we're going to deny that. It only seems right to do this play. Bye-bye. Yep.
Lucky shot. Try that again.
Pull Asan back. And lightning strike for the heck of it. And sure, why not just draw cards? I think that should be pretty decent. Hopefully I don't lose Asan in this situation. Wait, hang on. Do I move the other one, actually? Yeah, I drag the 5/5. Lightning strike just for the sake of it, and draw cards.
Even ghosts got good aim.
Not today.
Okay, that's GG. There was no need to Merlin's prophecy. There was no need to Merlin's prophecy. I just did it for the shits and kicks. Let's double cast it. Fuck it. Oh, hello. Okay. We play Morg. We definitely play Morg because Asan doesn't have to worry about shit.
I write my fate.
This is a damn good hand. Okay. So drop a song.
Death from above.
One broomstick dead is okay. Combat Elder is reversed now. Okay. I roll first, so I'm gonna pop the 2 cards. The Charizard is getting a little too out of hand for my comfort. So we need to get rid of. I wanted to en passant, but I think we'll give that a wait.
Knowledge is magic.
Yeah, no, I'm understanding. There's a reason why to avoid playing a second drop because it will probably target the other card. Yeah, so I'm understanding. Nothing gets discarded.
I write my fate.
Death from above.
Boogie? I think we want to do this. Because then I just Impundulu on the left lane, I think. This is sort of the way to go. Because combat is obviously going this way. This guarantees middle no matter what. Ideally, if I could draw Monkey, perfect. If we fill this location, I deal 5 damage. And then that's pretty much it, isn't it? Yeah. I have options here. I think I'll do that.
Lights out.
Yep. That was the. I think that was the correct play.
Back in balance.
Impundulu on the left, because we just need to generate 1 thunder. And then they leave. Yeah.